Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review one of the last big, Oscar buzzing kind of films, which has got zero Oscar buzz, which is unfortunate because there's some great performances in this that come out, is Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool, which is starring Jamie Bell and Annette Bening, and I really enjoyed this film quite a bit, and this is definitely one of my favorite romances of the year, and it's beautifully put together. This is directed by Paul McGuigan, and I probably screwed that up, but sorry. And what he's able to do with telling the story, because how this is told, it's not linear and it bounces around, and sometimes it takes a little bit to understand and get your footing of where in time some scenes take, but I feel like they did a good enough job shaking the story up, using the non-linear storytelling to make it a little fresh. And overall, McGuigan does a nice job of putting that together. The pacing, I was really into this for almost the whole thing, and towards the end it gets a little like, where's this going? Are we wrapping up? Are we getting there? Because the thing is, it's like you have a destination, because you open up knowing that they didn't work out as a couple. Spoiler alert. That's the opening sequence is this: she's sick and she comes to move in with Jamie Bell's character's family, and this is after they've already broken up. So it's like, they broke up, and then all the flashback sequences is the relationship and getting there. And after a while, it's like, are we there yet? But the thing is, tonally, this is such a sweet, heartwarming, emotive film that really does build a great connection with these two characters, and you really do feel for them and understand their connection and their flirting and their charm together and their chemistry. And you really it does hit you emotionally when it's like you realize that they didn't work out and this woman's dying, and it's sad, and it really does hit you emotionally and really is affecting, and I do appreciate that a lot about this film. Ursula Ponticos is the cinematographer for this film, and this is so beautifully shot. You really do capture the time period that this film takes place in. Quick shout out to the costume design and production design, because this really does capture the time period really well, and the cinematography really helps with that, and it's really well shot. The opening sequence where you're seeing her putting on her makeup and getting prepared for a performance is so beautifully shot, so much detail. You get so much out of it. The visual storytelling is so well done for you to flesh out things about her character, and how they use unfocus, where they take back the focus on certain things in the frame to really set up some beautiful shots throughout the film, and I think that was really well done, and you really feel in it with them, with how the camera work is done. And there's some very tense emotional moments where they're having fights and stuff like that, where the camera work really does help you feel like you're in there with the tension of what's going on in the film. This is written by Matt Greenhalgh, and it's a beautiful story, and it's a really interesting story. And how the film's fleshed out and written in this way and put together, I think, is really well done. And they're two very well fleshed out, interesting characters that feel like people, and you understand them and their interactions with others, and you really feel for this love story, and it feels earned where they get to the point where they do fall in love. And it is also tragic where it's like doesn't work out, and then him trying to take care of her when she's dying and stuff like that. And it's not like a super deep film, but it does hit on themes of love and the idea of coming to grips with your mortality and death, but not in a super deep way. This film does, as I mentioned, lags a bit and isn't earth-shatteringly this is profound. This is a profound love story, but overall I think it's really well done. And the music composed by J. Ralph, and then music done by Elvis Costello. Music in this is beautiful, and it really captures the time period and really captures the charm and the spark of their love, and that it's a very beautiful score. And the theme that goes throughout the film, utilizing some horns and stuff like that, and piano, I thought is really well done and really fits throughout the film. And it's hard for me to describe, but I feel like the score fits the kind of love story that's going on. It just organically feels like it fits and does really well. The performances, Jamie Bell is fantastic in this film. I really enjoyed him. He brings intensity. He tries to have that stiff upper lip, but like you understand, like there's emotion going on under there, and he's really feeling for this woman. And Annette Bening, why she's not getting more attention for Best Actress blows my mind, because I feel like she kind of flies under the radar. I loved her in 20th Century Women last year, well, 2016, and I feel like she's getting unfairly looked over. I do admit this year is really, really, really tough to get in on the Best Actress category, because it is a stacked year. And like Meryl Streep put in a great performance, and she's still like the fifth or sixth or seventh best performance this year, and by an actress in a leading role. And then I do want to few shout-outs to Julie Waters and Kenneth Crenham, who play Jamie Bell's parents. I thought they both do a really nice job and have some real emotional moments. This is really an affecting and intimate, while really affecting and intimate love story and period piece of like golden age of Hollywood and ideas of acting, and it's really anchored by two amazing performances. I'm gonna give Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool a B plus.